Here we are. I'm recording. I've started recording the session. Let's go to the session. So, if you all remember, last week we talked about the image creation part. So, we started how we can use Canva AI and how we can use GPT to generate the image part from that one. So that was our first exercise on the image component. So today I will be talking about another tool where we will talk about how we can generate bit more nicer image where we have more power, more editing around. So the name of this tool is Nano Banana. So today we will be talking about the Nano Banana. This is the Google tool which you can access inside your browser or inside your Gemini if you're already using one. So the Nano Banana is the one which provides you the ability to generate nicer tool. So we will see how we can use it well. So apparently we will be using it to making and editing the images from the Google Gemini 2.5, that is the model name, and it will be flashing images for us for free. So currently we will not be using any of the paid variant like the Canva AI last time we tried. So I'll show you how we can use the Nano Banana free limits to generate some image and what is the power of the Nano Banana, like how it is different than Canva AI and how it is better than Canva AI or GPT on those things as well. So these things are in the market for a while, but the idea is like these things are changing so quickly and it's happening like every other week or every couple of weeks later, you will see that these tools are getting more and more powerful. Initially, when the image model came in, they were not really good at generating the images. They were not able to generate good quality images, but over weeks, we have seen that they are getting more and more powerful with the image generation tool. So as we always do, I'll be quickly giving you the handbook where we are starting around with these building parts. So AI, it's a tool. It's an assistant, not a magic. So whatever we are telling it, it is just trying to follow those commands in a better way. There is nothing else it's trying to do on its own. It has no capability as of now to do the things on its own. So apparently in the second week, we talked about like how our words are shipping the output, what are we giving it as an input, and how are we getting all our output. So how our improved prompts are giving us the better responses around those bits. In the week 3, we talked about like how we can design with empathy, how we can use different image tools, and how we can improve the whole image generation bit with the JSON files and the different techniques to make our image generation more and more powerful around that one. So this week our focus will be around like how we can make more use of our images. And if we have time, we will see if we can go with the video bits as well or not. So apparently today we will be talking about what Nano Banana is, what it can do and how we can use it. And then we will see like how we can try different things on the Nano Banana. And in the last couple of minutes, we will see if we can how we can have our own prompting and some living styles or the ways of the working with the Nano Banana tested within our limits, how we can iterate over it, how we can make sure that we are not reaching our limits on a daily basis. Let's talk about it. So the proper name of Nano Banana is actually the Gemini 2.5 flash image now. Previously, it got famous with the Nano Banana name. It was released in August 2025, so more less than a year ago, it was in the market. The team called it Nano Banana internally during the testing, and the nickname stuck with the market. So everyone now, even with the flash image name, it is still known as the Nano Banana in the market. If you will search, you will come up with the Nano Banana. So it is actually Gemini is that one model that do the two jobs that used to need two different tools. For example, Gemini can generate images for you, and Gemini can also generate text for you. It is some similar to like GPT, where GPT can also generate images for you, and GPT can also generate the text for you. And the other thing is, the other powerful feature of the Gemini is that with Gemini, you can edit the image as well. So you can like, if you already have some images, you can edit those ones, and the final results you are getting, you can also edit those images in that one. So that is like a bit more layer of another power around the Gemini component we are talking about. So, for example, it can, number one is it can generate the new image from the text for you. So, for example, if you will write a prompt, it will generate an image for you. The second part it can do is like if you can, if you want to keep the image, but you want to change few things within that image, the Nano Banana or the Gemini Flash image also has that power to do that thing for you. So you need not to regenerate image every time. You can just select the area of the image, or you can just talk to the prompt in a way that I need this particular image to be changed. So 3 doors, all free to start. So for like Canva AI, we talked about that there are a couple of things in the Canva we can try for the AI parts. That was like a whole template piece. The second one was some elements inside the Canva, and the third one was like how you can use that collectively. But this one is a bit of the different story for the Gemini. In the Gemini, the easiest route for everyone, the first time beginners or the user, the easiest route is that you open the Gemini app and you will just try to write either a prompt, add a photo if you want to attach, and get some results. So you need not to do anything set up to go behind the scenes. So the second thing is like Google AI Studio. It's a playground. You have more control, you have higher free limits, and it is easy to compare prompts side by side. So you can do a couple of things in that. Today I will show you like how we can do this bit. And the third part is, which is where it becomes a bit more technical, where the people with more information around the things can talk to it in a better way. That is called the API, the Application Programming Interface. So when you put an image generation inside your own app, your own code or something, so then you can extract more power out of it. You can control which operations to perform, how to perform, but it is not our focus for today. Just wanted to let you know that this is one more way of using the tools, but we are not going to use this one today. So, and to get started, you can use any of your Google account. You need no credit card to enter. You can just start using your free Google account to play with this one. I'm not sure if anyone of you tried the meta part in this one. Let me quickly check if I can. Um, so the Meta part, have any one of you tried the Meta AI or not? Because Meta AI gives you some sort of flexibility that you can generate some image with your prompt. Meta AI is also free to try. So if you have a Facebook account, you can use the Meta AI as well in that account. But let's get started for today's bit. We will be talking about the free tier of the Gemini. It is generous, but make sure that it's not infinite. So you cannot keep on creating new images again and again. You just have to limit within your numbers. But after a couple of days of trials, you will understand like how well you can generate an image out of this one. So let me show you how we can talk about the, let's see if we can open the AI Studio .com. And see, here we are in the AI Studio to generate our images. A couple of things we will talk about image generation. So you see, I just have Nano Banana, which is non-paid, but you have Nano Banana Pro and Nano Banana 2, which are paid variants. So we cannot go for it. We just have to stick with the Nano Banana, the free variant to begin with, which is okay. It is asking me to connect my paid API here. Selected Nano Banana. Skip. So let's say if you want to create, so I want to create an image of the sunset in the alpine snowy mountain village where the village is shining with the last sunlight. Let's see if we can build. Wow. Build your ideas with Gemini. So let's see if what it is creating for me. So it is creating some metadata for us. Last time, if you remember, with the image prompt, we talked about that there should be some JSON file where we are talking about the info. So it is actually creating that whole uh, whole application for me to use that one. Meanwhile, it is taking a little bit of the time. As you can see that it is taking a bit of the time. So I'll just try to save time and we'll move you to the Gemini. We'll get back to this one. So gemini.google.com. So let's see if we can go to the Gemini. Gemini. It will just make it a little quicker, but we will get back to our app studio afterwards. So let's see if we can generate. I will just try to utilize some of my previous message just to show you how quickly we can do that, just to save time. That's why I just came here. So for example, I gave the first prompt, generate image, after improving my prompt, and I gave my prompt in the form of an image. So a vintage diner style poster with the words Friday night in the bold red neon on a dark blue background, soft hollow glow. So I just try to give a bit of the idea and ask it to read my image to generate the image from here. So I provided an image with the description and it generated me this image from this one. So this was the first trial on it. Let's see if I wanted to do few things more on it, what happens there. So this is like a young boy at a food stall on a warm morning. So as it is a warm morning, so a boy is wearing half sleeves, the food stall is there, people are buying things over there. So you can see it is like a food stall of a roti kanai or roti sanai something, so Ahmed's food stall. So it is buying things from here. So what Gemini is good at or is getting good at, which previously wasn't there. So now I ask it the same young boy in a cafe having a cup of coffee with a friend. So you see that boy remained the same. And the other boy or the friend is now sitting next to him and they are enjoying a cup of coffee. So one is having maybe an iced coffee, another one is having a cup of coffee, and they are enjoying croissant and cake piece. So then I ask another prompt that, okay, same boy in a train looking at a landscape. Even my spelling of the train were not correct, but still it managed to do a couple of things around there. So if you see, if I click on the image, it is now even giving me some options to do some sort of highlight so that I can get back to it that I want something else in here. So let's say if I undo over here and I will ask it to give me a cup of tea placed here. So I will ask it to give me a water bottle added in the highlighted area. Now it will get back to generate the image, which probably will take some time. So that is that beautiful part which is getting stronger over time. You can see that, okay, the images are there and you can now highlight the area. If you just want to change few bits in the image, you can highlight and ask it to see. So the rest of the image remains more or less similar, and still the water bottle has been added to that highlighted region. That is the part on which Nano Banana or this Gemini is getting really good at. You can add the editing part to this component as well. Let me walk you through a couple of another thing here, which I wanted to, which I tried. Make the boy wear a red jumper. So now I'm asking it to change nothing else, but just make this boy wear a red jumper or certain other color you want to highlight. So you can just change that whole prompt out of it. So if you want to change the scene, I will just ask it to change the scene outside my train. The second thing I tried over here is, let me show you what I wanted to do. So this thing I wanted to try over here is that I wanted to change a couple of things. So this thing I wanted to do over here is I wanted to give it multiple images. So for example, I gave my first image where we have a boy in a red jumper. Then I gave it another costume that I want this boy to wear. Then I gave another place, let's say Colosseum in this case. And I want these whole three pictures to get together to give me another image of the boy standing inside Colosseum wearing this costume and something like that. So what I did is I gave three of my images to this tool. I asked it that this boy at Colosseum and wearing the costume. So it has gave me this image. And if you look at it, the boy is wearing that very similar costume and it's standing inside that Colosseum as well. And the boy is also the same, the one from that picture. And it very nicely changed it from the like looking at the right side to looking at the left side to adjust with the photo frames and everything like that. So this is, you see, this is the power or the beauty of how these tools are getting better at it. We can try a couple more things here. Make sure if you will add more pieces to our prompt, we will also get more information around it. So for example, I just said boy, but let's say I want to add more detail around it. So let's say let's improve our prompt. I'm not changing any other things. I just want to improve our prompt. I want to get the image of a woman in her 30s and she's having curly hairs and very attractive eyes, and she's going to enter a skyscraper in a mid of the busy city with a coach bag on her left shoulder, and the entry is through a rotary door. And the entries through the rotary door. The weather is sunny, but the city is bustling. So I now try to add, instead of just a boy or a woman, I just try to add a bit more details around my prompt to give it, not to make the best use of the amount I'm paying to the tool, or if I'm using the free one, I want to make the most of this tool's capability in a way. So I can specify, instead of tool giving me some random face, I can specify what type of face I am after, what type of things I am after, what scene do I need, and what should be the impact or that overall visibility of that one. So certain things I want to see around that one. So you see that way it just gave me that whole idea. Let's see if the shoulder is correct or not. So that was like one of the suspect I had, that it's not on the left shoulder, it is on the right shoulder. So these kind of errors and the problems you will still see in there. This is where the human eye will come in. So the rotary door is there, bustling city is there, and all these views are there, but still some of the left hand side or the right hand sides and these bits will be messed up. So if we should try any other prompt, I'll just ask you if any one of you would like to try some prompt I should play in here, or you would like to add some more details to the same image, or would like to see something else from this one while I'm running this whole piece in here. What else we should try? How we can see, like, how we can make the most use of this one. Any suggestions? Anything you feel like looking at it? Let me now give it a bit of the change. So now I am after a few images, so I can show you how the video works. Give me 3 images of the women entering the building area, then entering the door, and the third image of women holding a cup of coffee to get to the elevator. Can you give me 3 images of the same woman? And entering the building area, then entering the door, and the third one, image of the woman holding a cup of coffee, and she's going to the elevator, something like that, right? So let's say if we can get 3 images, and I'll show you like how using these 3 images, we can create a video around it. So let's see if we can get 3 images. It just takes a bit of the time, but we will get there. I've generated 3 images for you. The first shows the woman approaching the building entrance. The second captures her entering the revolving door. And the third shows her holding a cup of coffee while heading towards the elevator. Beautiful. So let's see how it goes from here. So we have got these 3 images. Nice. So these 3 images are in one. So I want to create, let's say I want to select from here, create a video. Selecting this tool will start a new chat, because it's a video. So I can do 2 things. I will add these boys images. One, two, not this one. Not this image, not this. I will just stick to the same boy images so I can convert it to a video story. This is the boy traveling to Rome to visit. In Rome, he visited a market and met his friend and do a costume-based role play at the landmark. Generate me the video for this story using these images. So now I have given 4 of my images, and I ask a Gemini to generate a video for me. I'm trying to tell a story that a boy is traveling, then visiting a market, meeting a friend, and then going to the landmark with a certain costume photo. So let's see how it generates a video for me using these images around. So it is generating a video for us. Again, the images and the video generation take some of the time, so we just have to tips how to write a prompt. And okay, so I can't generate that video. Try describing another idea. So there is something went wrong. It could not generate me the video. Okay, so let me try another thing. Sometimes these tools can not show what you are after. And let's see if I can get the other image. That is fine. I probably have to dig down the reason for it, but instead of saving some time, instead of doing that, I'll save some time and we'll see if I can generate you another video out of it. Let's see, from this one, I want to get this other image. Yeah. So let's see if I can use this image. Download this image and I will try to generate another video from here. Upload files. Try to generate the video of the scene. Where a lady will enter the building and move towards the end to get a cup of coffee. So let's see if it can understand this one and can generate us the image. Defining the core scene. I hope it will work. This could take a few minutes. Meanwhile, I'll just go here and we'll see. Okay, so with that prompt, just look at it, what it has generated for me. So this is a whole sunset masterpiece of the Alpine village in here. So you see there are different regions around this one. It has, as this one was a bigger tool with more enhanced information to it, so it just did not create the image, it gave it a kind of the look of a website. So it is on each particular section, you can look into different sections of the image or the different parts to visit inside the image. So it has added this whole experience to this piece. So it is now a complete website for you. So you can also change the color for this one. And you can like change the rest of the information around this one. So sunset color can be changed. So it can become vintage gold. It can become crimson flame. If you look at it, let me close it. So if you look at it with this part, I can change the image colors as well. So it is something around uh, like aurora light kind of thing or twilight sky. So this whole ability it has also given to you. So see, the snow density can be changed. So the wind drifting can be changed, and the sun side radiance and the glow can also be changed. So see, with this one, this is how like it has created a whole new experience for us. It also has some kind of, oh, we can synthesize a wind around this one too. Look at the beauty of it. So now, I don't know if you can hear my machine voice or not, but I can hear the wind blowing sound around this one. So with this particular part, it has made it a whole live experience by just one prompt I gave it to. And in that prompt, I just asked it for, I want to create an image of the sunset in the alpine snowy flow around that one. You can share this one. You can even publish this one to share with your family and friends or something. So for example, if you're creating a birthday card for any of your family member, you can then share it around the whole, these all different places can be your personalized message around those one that will make it a very interesting experience of a card for them. That's beautiful, isn't it? So let's see, our video is also ready. Let's see what our video brings. I'll mute that one so we can see if that video also has some sound. Mute. And here is it. This video also has a sound. I can figure that the sound as well. So see, just by giving two images to it, it just created us a whole video experience for that woman entering the building, passing the door, moving towards the elevator, just with a couple of prompts and two of those images. So if you want to create something, some nice real experiences with that, you can use these free tiers to generate few videos for you and to enjoy that whole experience part around. This is like, and let me tell you, this is just the beginning of these tools. These tools are getting improved every other day, and your experience will keep improving. It will keep getting better and better around that one. So just even with the lazy prompts, it will work. But if you really want to have a personalized experience, go with as much detail in your prompt as possible to make it look a much better experience for you. So first try, for example, we created one boy image, then we did a bit of the change as we have seen. So you can do more and more changes on all that. So you can also do some few things can still get wrong. You will notice over time, maybe if you will experience that. Like one problem I highlighted, the bag, I asked it to be on the left shoulder, but it was on the right shoulder. So these kind of things are still, machines are unable to understand these kind of details. Sometimes in the images, you will see that their fingers and the hands are like not the same number of a human. Sometimes they can be 6 finger on a hand or hands can be double. So these are still few problems in there, but you can always highlight the area and ask it to change it. So there can be some spelling mistakes around. You have to double check the words and the spelling if you are after those things. And sometimes if you are creating a busy place, the faces and those people can look quite similar to each other. So that means that you will lose a lot of detail or the variation around when you will create the busy places. So if one or two people, that should work really fine. Even a couple of people are number, that should work really fine. But more number, that means you will be missing a couple of things on that. Also, as the most of the models are trained with the English language data, if you will try to come up with some other of your regional or some other languages, you will find some more problems and issues around the spelling and how the words are joined if the languages are connected. That will be another challenge we will be facing. And sometimes if you will try to like get some images of some person, let's say some historical figures, some celebrities, some of the other well-known people around you, That means if you will try to give them the image and will ask it to regenerate, it will try to create some close match, but due to the algorithm bounds and due to the privacy concerns, it will try not to generate you the exact image of the person to avoid uh, security risk, to avoid the like cyber flaws and these kind of things. So that's how these kind of things will be helping you to come up with new ideas, interesting videos, and the things, but it will not be able to create you some real exact likeness of the actual image. You will still feel like that this is an AI generated image if you will provide the human image to it. But still, the AI generated image looks quite close to what we have in those human image. So apparently, as I said, that these are the free services we are using. A couple of things we have to be very mindful of in a way that we want to make sure that we are making most use of our AI credits. So uh, if you are writing a big lengthy prompt, every word of the prompt behind the scene costs us to do the processing. So the very lengthy prompts means that there will be too much information in one prompt, too much computation for a machine to do, and that means it will incur more, make your image generation very expensive behind the scenes. So that will limit your image generation capability. Also, forgetting sometimes if you wanna get a better image, try to understand that if you have some specific thing, you want an oil painting, you want a photograph, you want an illustration, try to add these details. So like, it's not like after you generate the image, you think like, oh no, it should be a uh, watercolor painting, or it should be a oil color painting. Try to give your medium before that. As we were playing around today, I just stick to the photograph. So my idea was not to play around, but if you want to generate something uh, like Mona Lisa kind of image or any other famous image, try to give the medium detail to this. Also, if you're saying minimal but detailed or anything which is contradictory to what you're saying, that will create problems because behind the scene it has to do computation. If you are also, if you are asking it to do again and again each image instead of highlighting the area and asking it to do the changes in that one, that will be more expensive. So prefer, if you want to stick to the image, prefer to do the highlight and the change in it. Also, download the image, whatever you like. And if you're not downloading it, that means you can lose those images down the lane. So make sure that you have this information, whatever you need along with that one. So these are the couple of things we wanted to cover today. Today was a bit quicker one in a way that we wanted to mainly experience the tool. Again, just plan your prompt, edit your prompt, use the right information, download and reuse. If you have found a good prompt, save it and reuse it. And the just don't try to be lazy with your prompts. So would you like to try any one of these? So let's say if we can try a birthday card with the right name on it. Right now, all the images I tested, they did not have much of the words and the names on it. Let's say if we can try one where I can add the right name and the information to it. Okay. Hmm. So it is asking me to supercharge with my personal intelligence. That means it will ask me like, okay, whatever I'm searching on the internet, can I use that history? Whatever I'm previously have asked, can I use that history to build my personality? It's purely your choice. I sometimes do not opt for these things, that I'm okay that it should go randomly with me instead of knowing my personality and then behave according. But if your project or if your need has that thing that it should learn about you, go with that, but be mindful again, no personal details, nothing important about you, just a kind of idea what type of information you need. That helps. Go for it. So uh, I need to create an image of a birth. I need to create a birthday card, not even an image. Create a birthday card for a friend of mine who likes oil painting of fall colors and love to watch the sunset from a window in fall and with colorful lines. Let me generate an image to represent the idea on a card and place her name on the card. Name is Georgia. Let's see what it generates for us. Oh, I didn't ask it to create an image for me. You see, I did not ask it to create an image for me. So let me add this one and it will do that. So now it has happy birthday, Georgia. It has done an interesting job. Now I want to make this bigger. Increase the font and move it to the left side of the card and change the color to some contrast of an image to make it prominent. So I just highlighted that part instead of creating that whole image, highlighted that part, asking it to edit, and then I can generate that whole bit around. So happy birthday, Georgia. Nice, right? So colors has changed, the scene is there. Those colors are there. Let's stay with that. Instead of, I would like to make one more change. Instead of giving a sad feeling, can it be a vibrant and multicolored image? Multicolored leaves for a bright looking and happy feeling inside. Let's see if it can do that one for me. So I just felt that it is a bit of the gray vibe for me. So I just asked it to change a bit of the vibe for me. Let's see how much it can follow. Also in the Flash, if you see, there are few things we can change. Sometimes we can change the model for our Flash as well. So 3.1 Pro, 3.1 Flash Lite. So that's better. But the problem got back to my image again, that the font get back to the first one. So it has actually regenerated the image. It did not change my other image. So that's why this font problem stays there. Right, but anyways, as we have seen that this is how we can play around with this one and we can experiment with this whole bit. I think I'll just pause here. I would love to hear from you, all of you, like how are you feeling about the session? Was it anything interesting in this one for you? Did you enjoy the session or not? And one thing before the wrap up, let me tell you, this is just a beginning. This is just how these tools are getting better and better, and they will keep improving. So just start playing around with these one. There is nothing right or wrong in here. Just build the confidence, play around, and you will start enjoying what you are building on that part. So another interesting feature I'll quickly try. So if you don't feel like writing, or if you're not free, you just want to try a couple of things, you can always try the microphone. My microphone, probably, I'm not sure if it will work, as it is already working on the Zoom. So let me check Zoom audio device, if I can use the Zoom audio device, and we'll ask it to see. So hi Gemini. It's not connecting with my microphone as of now because my microphone is busy with the Zoom, but you can always play with the microphone bit and can talk to it instead of writing all this whole piece. If that feels easier for you, try to talk to the tool and it will give you something very similar, even the way you are talking to it instead of writing. And enjoy. I will also share all these bits with you so you can play around and enjoy these things. That's beautiful. Thank you very much, everyone, for your patience. Thank you so much for being here with me for so long.